Hey Virgo, welcome to Lady of the Unknown Oracle. My name is Sophie, and this is your mid-month reading for March 2023. Thank you so much for joining me. Kindly remember that this is a general reading and that time is fluid, so please apply what resonates currently and suspend the rest. This reading can be applied to relationships, career, and personal growth, as well as to the sign of Virgo wherever it presents in your birth chart. I do offer personal readings, and you can find my information in the description box below. And if you enjoyed today's reading, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below, Virgo. I'd love to know how you're doing. And with that, let's get started. So I'm going to say right now off the bat, Virgo, while I was doing your pre-shuffle, I kept getting the feeling that somebody is really interfering, or at least trying to interfere, with something that you are trying to develop and nurture. This could be yourself. You may be in a phase of self-healing and self-love and self-appreciation. You may be coming out of a toxic cycle from your past, or just in general, you are trying to improve upon yourself. Perhaps you're trying to grow a business, grow an opportunity, go back to school. You're trying to recover something. You're trying to nurture something into its final form, into its greatest form. Somebody is trying to get in your head and tell you that that is not where you should be, or that you are not capable of doing this. Now, we have the first card that jumped out is Clean It Up. So right off the bat, this is indication that something has happened recently that is requiring some kind of refocus, okay? Interestingly enough, camera's refocusing, but with the Clean It Up, this is about something having gone awry previously, and not that it was a bad thing, but it needed to happen. And with the Clean It Up, it just means that there was a structure that was in place before, and that now there is a need here to pick up the pieces. The thing about Clean It Up indicates that the dust has settled. So if you're asking yourself right now, Virgo, whether something is finally over, the answer is yes, because now you are moving into a stage of getting your bearings. You are in a stage now of trying to put what is left back into their proper spaces. Blessed with a 22. You may be seeing twos everywhere, Virgo. With blessed, this is about everything in your life right now being brought back to life. This is about gratitude and being in a space where you open your heart to all of the positivity around you. This can be very difficult when you're coming out of a space of difficulty, whether previous difficulty or current difficulty. It can be really difficult when we are in a space of cleaning things up, when we are in a space of finding where we belong, or where certain people belong, or where certain opportunities belong. When we are still lacking something in our environment or in ourselves even, we question whether or not the things that we do have, we should be happy with. And it's not intentional, but it's something that we sometimes work into our daily meditations, and we don't even realize it, right? But with blessed, this is indication that the things that are surrounding you and the people who you are surrounded by are individuals who have your best interest in mind, who have your best interest at heart. Any opportunities you receive now moving forward is an indication that you are on the right path, and these are opportunities that stand to be nurtured by you into something incredible. Milk and honey. This is the 10 of Cups, all right, Virgo? So you are moving into a space of incredible blessing. Milk and honey is about as sweet as you can get in this deck. As you can probably tell, the energy here is palpable. It is delicious, and it is warm and soft and inviting. This is like the 10 of Cups crossed by the sun in the tarot. You are moving into a space, Virgo, where all of the self-healing, the self-love, the recovery, whatever this has been for you, you are finally coming to a space where you are no longer broken. You are no longer weighed down. You are no longer pulling the weight of 2 people, 10 people, 20 people. You are finally free. And whether or not the, let's say, financial implications, whether they are still around, or whether you are finding that physically you're still not where you want to be, this is an incredible shift internally that is one of gratitude, one of healing, and an understanding that you have to move through this process. When something is coming from a space of having been broken and being put back together and healing and learning and creating something new, that requires a certain level of patience. And it also requires taking inventory of the things that are in your environment that are actually going right. And that's the space that you are moving into now, Virgo, where perhaps you were experiencing all of those things that were not going quite right. But now instead, you are injecting life back into it. You are injecting life back into yourself. It is a subtle mental shift, but it is incredible and it is unshakable. So let's see, please, using the tarot, we are going to see for Virgo, recent past, current energies, what is coming in, the reason this is all happening, and the best case scenario, followed by guidance, please. And we will clarify for Virgo, please. All right, so under the deck, we have the Nine of Cups. So with the Nine of Cups, this is about a wish fulfilled. This is about you having gone through a time of leaving things behind that did not work, being disappointed, falling in love, falling out of love, taking things for granted, being taken for granted, and finally moving into a space that you feel like, I am content. I've reached the pinnacle of what it was I was trying to find. And that feels to me very much in the element and in the spirit of self-love for you, Virgo, because you have done so much and you have gotten to this point, not just out of your desire, but out of your effort. You are here because you are worthy. And I want to repeat that, Virgo, because whoever is in your environment, whether it is maybe even your ego, the version of yourself you are trying to leave behind, there is a voice that keeps telling you that you are not worthy, you are not deserving. Virgo, you are worthy and you are deserving. And I'm going to say that again. You are worthy and you are deserving. There is nothing in your environment that brings you joy right now that you do not deserve. It is yours. Your name is etched right into it. This is yours forever. This was meant to be in your space right now. So enjoy it. Love on it. Let it love you. Okay, you are in a space of healing and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. In the recent past, Nine of Wands, precisely, you have come to some sort of breaking point. The Nine of Wands is about having put everything you could into a situation, everything you possibly could to the point of exhaustion. You persevered the best you could. Your current space is the sun. What did we say just now, Virgo? With milk and honey, it is basically the 10 of Cups crossed by the sun. The sun is where you are right now. You are in a space of healing, of happiness, of worthiness, of nurturing. This is about you being in such a blissful state. It's the feeling, it's the kind of warmth that the people around you can't deny. It's because of you that the things around you, the people around you are growing. This is the Midas touch, Virgo. Everything you touch right now turns to gold. Because everything around you, everyone around you wants what you have. What is coming towards you, please? The 10 of Wands. So whatever has come, whatever you are leaving from the past, there is something coming towards you in the future related to that will finally be released. The 10 of Wands is about getting to the end of this cycle. So any sort of pressures that you felt were not sustainable previously, you're moving into this phase that feels very nurturing and secure, and it is. What's happening now is coming in, there will be a sense of closure. There's going to be a sense of, that how things were managed previously, it's not compatible with a future plan, at least in the way that it was being done. Now you're moving into a space where you understand, you acknowledge, and anyone else involved in the situation acknowledges that this is not feasible for long-term sustenance. And so the pressure will be released. Why it's all happening is the Two of Swords. So there was an impasse. There was some kind of indecision for some reason. But I feel more than anything, Virgo, this is coming more from a space of not knowing what direction to choose, not knowing exactly what was in your best interest at the time, or even just asking yourself, am I worthy? Am I deserving? Only because you're in a space now where you do feel incredibly happy and satisfied with what you have. And so why it's all happening is because of this lack of activity, this analysis paralysis. Something had you stuck in your mind, stuck in your heart space, and you did not know how to read the situation. Keep in mind that this may be someone that you're connecting with, and please take that as it resonates. The best case scenario here, Virgo, is the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so the Nine of Pentacles it's a blessed space. So underneath the deck, right? You've got the nines. You've got both nines. So the Nine of Cups is about wish fulfillment and a feeling of contentness. The Nine of Pentacles is about feeling secure within your own skin, within your own body, within your own finances, within the way you manage time. This is very Queen of Pentacles energy, where you just feel as an individual, you are able to take anything on, tackle everything head on. And that is the best case scenario for you. Okay. So I have to say, Virgo, what you are currently moving towards is exactly where you are intending to move. And provided that you continue down this path, this is what you will face, is warmth and nurturing and self-love and healing, most of all. So let's see, please, for Virgo, clarifying past, present, future, why it's all happening, and best case scenario, please, for Virgo. One more. Okay, so underneath the deck, we have the Three of Cups. So this is celebration. This is friendship. This is completeness. So with the Three of Cups, I also get the feeling of your mind, body, and spirit. Okay, so this is about you moving into a space where you feel celebratory, you feel happy, and like you have finally achieved something worthwhile. More than anything, this is about you loving either another person or you loving yourself in a way that brings you joy. Okay? Now, the Nine of Wands in your recent past is clarified by the Knight of Cups. So this is about someone in the past fighting for what they were hoping would be a positive romantic outcome with someone, or a positive loving situation with someone, a possible reconciliation for some of you. But this is about fighting tooth and nail for something that you felt emotionally invested in, but someone here was on the defensive. It was too much to do. This can also be indicative of a creative effort if this is career for you as well, Virgo. This is about putting something in that required quite a bit of creative license and freedom that perhaps did not give you that license and freedom, okay, in the recent past. In your current space, you are experiencing the Sun with the Hierophant. I was about to say the Hierophant with the High Priestess. Okay, so this is very much your energy here. But this is about you. I'm getting for some of you, Virgo, that you are hormonally balanced. Okay, because the High Priestess rules the reproductive organs. So the High Priestess here is about internally feeling this Sun. You are healing. So for many of you, this is about getting certain things within your own body rebalanced. Hormonal balance. Perhaps you are engaging in more physical activity as well. The Sun is Leo energy. You may be connecting with a Leo. But this is about being happy, not just on the outside showing it, but internally. The High Priestess is about our internal state and our knowledge and our wisdom. With the Sun, we are aware of what makes us happy. We are aware of what makes us healthy and vital. So you are in a space right now, Virgo, where you know that what you're doing is working. And you don't want to let it go. And you should not let it go, no matter what anyone tries to tell you, because they will be unsuccessful. Okay? Coming in with the 10 of Wands, you have clarifying it, the Star. So you may be connecting with an Aquarius, but this is about, again, release. What did we talk about with the 9 of Wands? This was an effort to bring someone a message from the heart, bring yourself messages from the heart, and try to relinquish something painful, something very pressured, right? But in general, it's too much. There's too much pressure going on. Coming in, that will be released. Why? Because with the Star, there's an acknowledgement that something here is not sustainable for the long term. The Star is the North Star home. This is the direction that you take, and it is a very long way away. It's not an impossibility, but it is quite a long shot, okay? And if you are going to aim at your dream, if you're going to aim at this very specific outcome, it is crucial that there be a level of detail, attention to detail, and an understanding that to maintain the progress on this trek, you cannot lug all that weight. And so there is a shedding of this pressure and a shedding of this weight from you, Virgo. Now, why it's all happening with the Two of Swords is clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So this is about someone having shut someone else out. The Five of Pentacles is about being left out in the cold, feelings of rejection, feelings of lack. With the Two of Swords, it's this analysis paralysis. Someone may have had you feel this way. This may have been how you felt at the pinnacle of an otherwise unexpected or just unfortunate situation. There may have been a money loss. There may have been a relationship loss. It could be that you felt very low on energy, very low in your vitality. And it was a matter of getting rest, and you didn't know which way to go. You didn't know where the improvement was going to come from. You weren't even sure if you were worthy. The Five of Pentacles can talk about, that feeling that we have by being rejected by somebody. So that can bring up feelings of self-worth and questions. Am I worth love? Am I worth the investment? Whether it's emotionally, mentally, financially, etc. But the best case scenario for you here is the Nine of Pentacles being clarified by the Two of Swords. So you're going to be in this space possibly of denial, Virgo. This is an interesting combination because this is that feeling that while you have something you have worked hard for, you almost don't know what to do with it. The Two of Swords is an impasse. You ask yourself, well, what am I doing? I don't know what to do. Left, right, center. You close your heart to it because you just don't know what's going on. Indecision. The Nine of Pentacles is about having everything that you possibly can have. So I'm getting two specific messages for you, Virgo. Either you are going to be in this space of vast improvement and healing, physically, financially, time-wise, okay? And you are going to decide that you are better off doing this alone, no matter who comes towards you or what opportunities come towards you. This may be your decision to move into entrepreneurship. You may decide that you want to proceed as a single individual from now on until you have a compelling reason to change your mind, right? And for others of you, this is just about you continuing the path that you are on, but all of the fruits that are coming towards you now, you are in denial. And so it's not necessarily that you stop doing what you are doing. It's not that you're going to stop putting in this effort at work. It's not that you're going to stop putting in this effort that you have been in your fitness goals, right? But you may be still a little bit detached from the fact that these are rewards that you absolutely deserve and have worked tooth and nail to receive. Okay, now let's see what the guidance is for you, Virgo. Two cards for Virgo's guidance. The Chariot and the World. This is a confirmation, Virgo, that you are on the right path. You are heading into the right direction. The Chariot is about having a motivated mindset. This is about you understanding that not only do you have the fuel to go the distance, but it's almost as if the ending and beginning are the same. You are at the beginning right now, Virgo. This beginning that you are experiencing of a self-realization, this is the way you proceed indefinitely. As you choose to continue down in the way you have been, this is confirmation that there is no end to this. Okay? This is how you this is how you finished it. This is how you finished the last situation. This is how you are coming out of transition from wherever you're coming from as you come to this reading. You booked it. You completely booked it, Virgo. You knew what you wanted. You knew what you didn't want. And you booked it. You said, I'm out. Let's go ahead and do this. And whether it was a physical leaving of someplace or a mental leaving of someplace, you are in a space of motivation, determination, and direction. If you are asking yourself, am I on the right track? The answer is yes. Okay? This is, and I will say this, with the World being here, this is an indication that this is about as easy as it's going to get for you, Virgo. you are in the ideal position to make these moves, whatever they are, whatever these attempts are, this nurturing and this healing in whatever capacity you are trying to adapt and adopt. You are in a space where it is not going to be this easy for a little while. This is really, you've reached a peak, and now is the time to strike. Okay? Virgo, with that, I am going to leave you. I love you with all of my heart. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with you and do this reading for you. I pray that this gave you the clarity and guidance that you seek moving forward. If you found this reading helpful, I would love it so much if you would like, share, subscribe, and leave a comment below. I would love to hear from you. And Virgo, with that, I will see you in our next reading in a couple weeks' time. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Please take care, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, Virgo.